Monday morning message. Today, Monday morning, I want to talk to you about something cool. I want to talk to you about two questions. We often ask ourselves these questions, and I want to replace one with the other. What am I talking about? Today's Monday morning message, we are talking about the journey from why me to what now. We are talking about the journey from why me to what now. Let me explain. Folks, a wise man once said, the quality of our life experience is not determined by our action, but the quality of our life experience is determined oftentimes by our reaction and how we respond to situations. So the quality of our life experience is not determined just by our actions, but also our response, our reaction to situations. See, oftentimes that's what life is about, right? There's a curfew, and then we got to respond in some way. There's a load shedding, and we got to respond in some way. We're out of toothpaste. You got to respond. So much of life and the life experience is about how we respond, and how we respond. The thing is, the action that we take that's the only thing in our hand. So a wise man once said, the quality of our life experience is not in the action, but more in how we respond and the reaction. So today's Monday morning message is, how can we improve our reaction and how can we improve our response to life so that we have a better life experience? That's what it's about. And the simple formula, the simple hack, the simple technique to have a better response in any situation, to have a more positive response in any situation as opposed to a negative response, is the question we ask. Changing the question we ask anytime happens. For example, most of the times when something undesirable happens in our life, we are always, most of the time, asking this question: why me? Why does it have to be me? Why is it always me? Or why did this happen to me? As soon as you ask the question, why me, to something that has happened, there is no answer. You don't know the answer. Of course nobody knows the answer. In this dynamic universe where all the planets are going in one way and Venus is going another, Pluto used to be a planet, is no more a planet, so many asteroids floating here and there, you possibly can't think from this logical mind as to why something specifically happened to you in your life. You will not get an answer to why me. And as soon as you ask why me, you don't get an answer. You put yourself in the victim mode. We put ourselves in the victim mode. Oh, this happened to me. Why me? Why does it have to be me? And it is such a power depriving question. We deprive ourselves of any power, any control in our life. And that sets a negative response. Why me? What a poor question to ask in situations. But if we change the question, if we flip the question as soon as something happens to us, instead of asking why me, if we just change the question to what now? What now? Our response is totally different. Because when you ask why me, our response is, oh, you get into the victim mode, you start complaining. But as soon as you ask what now, you don't allow your brain, you don't allow your logical thinking mind to then dwell upon the sorrow and the misery. But you start asking, okay, what's next? What's next? You start skipping the emotional drama that goes in our head. And that's why I say there's a power to changing the question we ask ourselves anytime something happens, from why me to what now. Because as soon as I ask what now, my mind starts thinking of solutions. My mind starts thinking of, okay, what next? How can I respond better? How can I get through the situation rather than dwell upon it as a victim? So the power is in changing the question, because life experiences depend on how we respond to situations. And our response to situations depends on the questions we ask in the situation. And a powerful question to ask is, what now, instead of why me? I would like to give one more metaphor, one more example, so that there is a better clarity on what I'm saying. Imagine you're playing doubles tennis. Imagine you're playing tennis, you're on the tennis court, and the opposition is making you run a little bit. So they're giving you the ball near the tennis middle line, near the nets, and then they're making you run in the back Every time your opponent hits the ball, and if you start asking, oh, why me? Why is it me that they are making run so much? Why me that the ball has to drop there, not closer to me? If you start asking the question, why me, do you think you'll ever be able to be a good tennis player? Probably not. Probably not. But imagine, anytime we're into the sport, the best sportsmen don't ask, why me? They ask, what now? Okay, the ball is there. What now do I have to do? I have to jump and dive. There we go. I have to hit the ball across my back. There we go. The sportsmen on the field instantly are always asking, what now? Okay, I cannot control all the things coming at me, but I can control my response. And hence, the journey from why me to what now is a beautiful journey, because that changes our negative reaction mechanism to a positive response mechanism. And that in turn helps us enhance our life experience. So guys, that is the Monday morning message straight from my heart to you guys, changing the root cause, the question that we ask ourselves in situations, from the victim mode of why me to a more positive response mechanism of what now. I hope this week we live a little bit more with what now rather than why me, and have a super powerful week. Welcome to one of the last weeks of November. I will see you guys next Monday, same time, same location, with a new Monday morning message and a more powerful way to get through the week. Welcome to the last Monday of the rest of your life, and live it full-fledged. Cheers guys, much love.